All I need is a... Hey, guys. Sorry, I was humming a song. I was singing a song to my girl yesterday. Yeah. Happy Sunday. Wind's blowing a little bit, so I'm wearing my sweater. We go outside here in a little bit, but I wanted to give the Sunday message. So I think I'm just going to keep this as a tradition. I'm not going to pull cards on Sundays. We're going to, I'll just maybe give downloads of what I feel like I'm getting, right? So yesterday, this dog, your puppy. I have my boy's dog with me today. She's a little red min pin. And if I sit in a chair or if I sit down, she has to sit in my lap. Oh, puppy. Yeah. She's a good girl. When I first saw this dog, I thought she was I thought you were a rodent. I thought it was maybe like everyone thinks that she's a Chihuahua, but she's a red min pin. Very interesting. This is actually one of the easiest dogs I've ever had around, except she's very needy, but not as needy as you think. I mean, like, if I sit down, she'll just be quiet and sit in my lap like this, and then when she's ready to get down, she'll get down. She will, she's a cold dog. She's sleeping under the covers. And if you're out and about, she'll sit in front of the window where the sun's shining just to stay warm, but won't want to go outside, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. Anyway, cards yesterday was kind of a state of being where you're drinking from the water of life, right? And traveling in the dark. And so the last part of that song that I was singing, somebody mentioned it in the comments, blackbird singing in the dead of night. I'll probably have to sing the whole thing to remember the ending. Make these broken wings, or mend these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. And then it's blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the night of a cold black night, into the light of a cold black night. Very interesting. So mending wings, making eyes to see, and flying into the light amidst the darkness. What a powerful message, right? And I hadn't really thought about that song in that way for a long time. The Beatles went through a lot of transformative changes. If you guys remember, John Lennon was creating a huge love movement in the 60s or in the early 70s before he died. He after he wrote Imagine and did all of his stuff, John Lennon to me is one of the most amazing people, and the Beatles in general, of what they did, and some of the lyrics that they wrote were just so powerful. Even that song, right? When you think about mending our broken wings and learning to fly again, and then uncovering sunken eyes and learn to see. When you're I was given a dream last night, and I was amongst friends, and everybody was like scattered all over the place. And we were in a big city, going from one place to another, kind of like just spending time together. And I was carrying a DVD player that had little mini discs of Revenge of the Sith in it that were spinning around. It was and then I was always it seems like my car was always lost, and I had to find my car every time I was getting in my car, and finally I had to get in my car and just get moving home, because it was like a 3-hour drive home at the last day, and everybody else was just kind of doing their thing. Very Interesting dream. Hey, baby. What you doing?
Hey, baby. I'm just busy cooking at the moment. I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, what are you cooking?
I've made up some fruit. Put up some fruit. We're making some pasta and I'm making some school cake.
Okay.
Some fairy cake this spring. So I'm getting ready for Leanne to come home from Dad's.
Fairy cake?
Just getting something. Yeah!
Oh.
You know, like what you have in school? Oh, it's the best.
What's a fairy cake? I'm not exactly sure what a fairy, other than something that fairies would make.
Like a sponge cake with sprinkles and icing on.
Oh, okay, sponge cake. So like an angel food cake.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Very suiting for me, eh?
Yeah. So I was, I can eliminate this part of the video unless you want me to keep going. So you're talking during my video that I was making for today. So yeah, I can eliminate this part.
Oh,
huh?
It's okay. I don't mind. Hi.
so I was just.
Why are you busy doing your video?
Well, on Sundays I was just doing this. I kind of want to do these like teachings. So like yesterday, I pulled cards about drinking from the water of life, and then last night I had a dream where I was with friends, traveling around, and I was carrying around a DVD player that had little mini discs of Revenge of the Sith in it, that Star Wars movie where Anakin Skywalker, he finally turns to the dark side, and he gets in a fight at the end with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he gets his his legs chopped off and one of his arms chopped off. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then and then that
I'm just giggling at you. Keep carry on, baby.
And that song, somebody actually made a comment in a video I made yesterday about blackbirds singing in the dead of night, and then I didn't sing the end of that song. Whereas it says, take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life, and then at the end it says, into the light of a dark black night. So you're kind of flying towards the light amongst the dark. It's a very interesting song. So it's like mending wings, taking sunken eyes and learning to see, and then flying towards the light in a dark black night. The Beatles had some amazing songs, the lyrics that they made, and they went through their own struggles. So it was like, yeah, I was just talking about that. And the water of life within, right? Because you're always, you know how it is. You're always making your own happiness, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm the master of that, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am always making my own happiness.
Yeah. You're making sponge cake. You're a fairy cake.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean...
Well, I don't know if it's any relation to you, but I know what I've been keep having.
Huh?
It's very profound now. It's very profound. This week's for me is very clearly like telling us what's what.
Yeah. I was talking
My
to
little higher self keeps buzzing between. Well, actually, what I keep getting this week continuously is me just being this big giant master key inside of this vault, and I'm all encrypted, and my heart's encrypted. And you've got the key.
Your heart's encrypted?
Yeah,
so
I'm encrypted.
I have a special key to your heart.
Yeah, you have the special key to my heart, baby. And now that you have it, me heart, what I keep having is me forehead keep burning, and me heart as if it's right in the center of my chest, and it's lining up.
Huh.
I'm aligned. And I keep lasering. I keep being this little... I just keep going off into my higher self and just floating around all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep getting that really profoundly this week.
Yeah. So
when I lay down to meditate, the room's spinning, as if there's, like I keep telling you, as if the room's spinning. And I had a really random one yesterday, and it showed us it again this morning. It keeps flashing it to us. So I go back down into this. I come out of my temple as this huge giant goddess, and I'm like, fucking leave it to me. And I'm just swooping loads of stuff all over the place, of white and dark. But I'm in the centre, right in the centre, and my heart's all aligned, and I'm glowing.
You're just throwing
and
white and dark stuff everywhere.
But I keep seeing Elon's face on the dark side, and I'm like, and fucking you. I don't know why I keep doing that, but it's flashed it for us the past couple of days, and I'm like some big giant thing, and I have you and your brother behind us guarding the doors of the temple, and then I'm in there in my heart. I've got the heart of like Isis and loads of different female like goddesses who are like protecting us, like. Grr.
Oh, you're a goddess, baby. I know that for sure.
With my little higher self in this spaceship, and when it keeps doing that, it keeps having me floating up to this huge audience, and I'm in the centre of this Stargate thing, and I've got this morning, I had that thing on my brain, the thing they use in the Matrix and Fallout, where they've got them brains with all them different tubes coming off. And I'm like, I take them off, and I'm like, fuck yous lot, I'll make me fucking own.
Which part of Fallout?
I am the magic.
Which part in Fallout was that? Where they got brains and tubes coming out? Was that where she was trying to get her organs harvested? Or a different place? Oh, okay.
And then the bit where it showed us the bit on what is it called? Was it Fallout? Some guy, was it Fallout? No, it wasn't Fallout. What was it I've just watched? Some guy attached to loads of tubes, and he was healing himself. And then I see that guy on Dune, on the Dune movie, and he's that evil guy who's that big fat guy in that mud, and he floats, and he's getting my Dune.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but I've seen
Baron
him,
Harkonnen.
but it's not actually him, but it's like a figure of him, and I'm like, fuck you, and I rise higher than him. I'm like, you fucking sit down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Baron he's the nasty bad guy. Well, we end up killing the Baron at the end there, right? You stab him in the neck. Ha! He's our uncle.
Well, I had that one last week. Where me and you are at the top of this huge, like, tree tower, just written out thing. It was like showing us going from the dark all the way up to the light, and then into the sun, and then I step through the sun, and I'm like in a whole new world, and I'm this what is it? It's like and then I start this whole new path, and I go up, and then I'm like, oh, Jesse, can you just give us a minute? I couldn't even have a phone conversation on that. Jasmine, I'm on the phone, sweetheart. See, I'm on the phone. I'm going to get annoyed with you. No, you won't. Jasmine Lee, don't argue with us, please. You're still talking.
I gotta go pick up my boy here in a little bit. He stayed the night at a friend's house, birthday party. I don't know. I bet you he was not even up yet. It's 10 o'clock, and I bet you he's not even up yet. But yeah, young boys, needy girls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the
But yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. Carry on.
Oh yeah, in the Matrix movie. So, and I think I was talking about it before, where that in the Matrix, the Zion had already been destroyed 6 times, but the 7th time is different because Neo figures out a way to make a deal, and then the people that are running the Matrix have to let the people out that want to be free at the end, where they never had to do that before.
I kept getting this morning.
Yeah.
I kept getting a vision of like the Matrix and it being these pod people. I seen it weeks ago, and then I turn it into the Tree of Life, and then I open this gateway, and then it keeps flashing us back to the very beginning of when I was having me downloads, where me and you were on this portal. We were on a portal, and I like closed it up, and I was getting loads of like women and children through, and I was like, fucking seal that bitch up. And then, as if someone was like arguing with us and saying, "No, you have to leave a door open." And I'm like, "No, I don't have to leave no fucking door open. I made my peace. I forgave. I forgot. I've moved on."
Yeah. 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 Forgive and forget, baby. Well, yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. People holding on
And
to
then it kept
stuff
showing
is
us
always
back to
pulling
Jesus
themselves.
again this morning with my little rainbow and being back in like Bethlehem, following like this North Star and leading these people. And then I was stood there, and then it was you again. I like turned it into you again, and I was like, "Go on, baby, you're free." And then I kept like, what can I describe it as? The only thing I can say it is that my forehead and my heart keep lighting up, like that scene on E.T. where he lights up and he goes into his little ship. But it keeps showing us as if people have been trapped, like people have been trapped in darkness, but then people have also been trapped in the light also.
Uh-huh.
And then it kept showing us like Jesus on his little cross thing, and I fly down to him and I'm like, "You're free, brother." But then it's me as well, and I have this cross go across us, and then the Egyptian one with the cross and the bit above, and I turn it into a rainbow, and then I have this portal. I'm like, "Everybody's free." I keep writing freedom, and then I was in some galactic thing this morning, and I was going freedom really fucking loud across the universe.
Just
and then
like
all of a
Braveheart.
sudden, me
You just
heart and
watched
me head were
Braveheart,
lining
right?
up. Eh?
You just watched Braveheart, right? That's
I know, I get lots of it.
That's the last
Baby,
thing.
I get lots of it though, but it keeps flashing us back to different things that I'm having. It keeps showing us that, and then I keep going back there with my little pen and paper. I'm sat back on the top of this darkness, but on the top of this pyramid, and then it keeps showing us back to the beginning when I was in the desert and I was kicking off about. Because I wrote it in my book in January. I wrote in my book in January about I came out of this pyramid and I was talking to loads of these gods and goddesses, and I was like kicking off, and I got crowned. And that's another thing it keeps showing us. It keeps showing us with this giant crown on my head, and then my forehead feels like it's burning. And I keep saying the crown of Christ, and then it shows us Christ consciousness. And then I'm like, ooh, and then I'm sitting there and I'm like this giant key in a vault, and I'm turning this vault. And then this morning I was like, Brian needs to be financially free, and I was cutting loads of stuff, and I was like, free everybody financially. And I went back on my little thing, on my little I was like lasering something into a tablet from me head.
Yeah, I mean, the only way out of the money system is just to let it go. It's love is the only thing that matters. That's the thing. I keep have
I
gotten.
keep getting that as well, and then I keep sitting there with my little heart, and my heart's glowing, and my forehead's glowing, and I'm like, all you need is love. And then it has me and you sitting on the top of the universe, swinging in the sunshine, like, whee.
Yeah, baby, I'm with you. I'm swinging in the sun with you.
Yeah, and then I keep getting bits where I'm like, okay, think. And then I'm like, I'm in this other world trying to construct like helicopters and buildings and things for the orphans and stuff.
Yeah,
so I can fly over.
Yeah, so we can build them villages so that they can grow and be special little beings. Yeah. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it, right? So yeah. So what else did you do? Did you go to the beach today?
Sorry, sweetie, what did you say there?
Did you go to the beach today?
No, I'm due to go though. I didn't get out of bed until, well, actually, I was woken up at around 11 o'clock. Bear in mind, I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m.
Till 5, yeah.
So,
did you that chicken that I sent you a video of that was sitting on my shoulder? I was trying to get that thing closed. I was trying to start working on the switches, and one chicken flew up on top because I'm working on their chicken coop, and he had them in the little gated area next to the little shed, and so I was just working on there, and one chicken, I bent down to pick something up, and then it flew up on my arm, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And it was squeaking really loud, like because I think it was just looking for a warm spot because the sun had just gone down, and then it, I don't know if it was, I think it was a female chicken, and then it flew up on the back of my neck, and it just wanted to stay there, and then it kept sticking its beak next to my ear, squeaking really loud next to. A couple times I'm like, God, jeez. Yeah, it was interesting. So, and it took me a while to get her off because she would perch herself right behind my neck, and I didn't want to I don't know. I had to grab her with both hands and try and get her around my head and put her on the ground.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's chickens. Very cute. I loved waking up to that.
Yeah, chickens climbing all over me. And then they found a place to root. So I actually took all the chickens in the pen after I just jerry-rigged the light so I could get the light inside working without finishing the outdoor lights. And so I took all the chickens because they had already huddled together and they were all kind of mashed. They're all younger chickens, so they're not old enough. Normally, you kind of want to have a heat lamp in there, because it still gets cold at night here. So I just want to make sure they got all inside. So I rounded them all up, and he couldn't help me. He's taking care of it. He's got a young daughter, and his wife was working last night, so he wasn't out there to help me. So I had to. I texted him after I left. It was like 9:30 last night, and he's like, I was like, "Don't worry. I've been around. I've had chickens before. Don't worry about it." But he had to go out there and check to make sure they were all there. I guess there's 10 chickens, or else his wife would be pretty upset if they're missing a chicken today. So.
Bless.
Yeah.
How adorable. You're such a sweetheart, aren't you?
Yeah. So I guess I can end this video. I don't need to keep this video going, right? I mean, it doesn't matter now. I mean, we kind of got all the point across. Sunday message: live in the water, love unconditionally, let it all go, right? Let go of the past. And then dream of living in temples and swimming with whales and dolphins in the ocean.
If you want to master your dark side and your light, then you got to own that shit, baby.
Right.
And it's the only way to achieve truth. I had that as well, where I had the little yin to yang sign, and I am fucking peace, and then I drew the yin to yang sign on my head, and I was like, glowing.
Right.
Yeah, I keep having that as well. So I have you in my little temple, and then we go off into a little spaceship. But it's like we're right in the centre, and we're like on Earth, though. It's like this is my spaceship. And then I have you, I put you in the seat in this galactic council table. And then I stand there, and I'm behind you. And I'm like, I've got this devil, not devil though, it's just like a dark on one side, because I love it. And then I've got this light, like angel thing on the other side. And I'm like sitting there, and I'm like black and white. I've got both, and I'm like, and I'm holding you, or I'm dancing on the table.
Am I wearing my spacesuit? Am I always wearing my spacesuit?
No, you're only wearing your spacesuit whenever I keep saying, we are the gods now. And then I'm like with you, and I'm like got these wings, and then you're in your little spacesuit, and you're lifting us up into the sky, and I lift your thing up. And I'm like, you're my god, baby.
With my little space helmet?
Your little space helmet, astronaut suit on. And then it kept showing us a flash of on Armageddon, where she touches a screen, and it's her and Bruce Willis with their dad. But then I like have a vision of you in the temple, and I sit you on the seat in my temple, and then I sit on you, and then I like merge into one heart. And then like, pew, shooting me laser.
Shooting heart lasers everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
So I had to pull an oracle card. I pulled the transformation card, and then on the bottom it's mirrored souls. You know the mirrored souls card where it has the two brains connected, and then there's one heart in the middle.
Yeah, everything thing you keep pulling, I have visions of. I'm like, oh, baby, I love you. And then I keep getting, Jasmine, I'm going to do it in a moment. I'm not going to do it if you come in.
She's a needy girl.
Jasmine was saying, get wrong, you suffocated. You won't. You're like Nana. This is like Nana. I'm not interested. You need to wait a moment. I'll sort it out for you. I never ever don't. You're always on my priority. So when I'm saying for you to wait, respect to wait. So she still says but, Jasmine. I don't want to hear but again. And if I hear one more word, I'm not doing it for you. That's all I'm saying. I've just said about it. I'm not calling you Lorraine. I'm calling you Jasmine.
I'll let you go, baby.
Okay, sweetie, no problem. Thank you. I'll speak to you soon later.
Okay.
Later on.
I love you, baby.
Sorry. See you, baby.
Bye. So, love you guys. Transform and love everybody unconditionally. Just love and embrace your dark side, because sometimes you really do need to embrace your dark side. Somebody always want your attention to do something for you. Sometimes it's time for you, right? Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a beautiful Sunday. It's beautiful outside. Spend time outside and love unconditionally.